Well, it looks like today is going to be the one hiccup in the road here as far as our nice sunny week is concerned. And we had a chance to dry out Monday and Tuesday. Today, the heavy soaking rains come back in, but at least tomorrow we'll get a chance to dry out. Here's what it looked like early this morning. Speaking of drying out, we did have some showers and storms that developed in the early morning hours here, and that's what the time-lapse out of Oriental is showing. Those clouds working their way off the coast early this morning. A brief heavy downpour picked up a quick 1/10 of an inch of rainfall, but I tell you what, made for a very prolific lightning show early this morning when I was coming in. Now, as we're going through this afternoon, though, that's a different story. Strong to possibly severe storms are going to be around the neighborhood. I'm thinking from about 2 o'clock until 10 o'clock. West of Highway 258 before 2 o'clock, and then eventually reaching the beaches by 10 o'clock. Sets us up for a wet weekend, though, here in eastern Carolina with more showers and storms that will be scattered about. And that's going to be kind of a pattern change, not an all-day, all-weekend rain out. But at least we are going to have the chance for showers and storms in that forecast as we head on into the weekend. So let's track the threats that we need to alert you to for the day today. The main threat is going to be from heavy downpours, damaging wind gusts, hail, and also some lightning around as well. Positive side, we don't see the atmospheric ingredients there that would get large tornadoes going. However, I do need to caution you by saying that, it didn't take much this past weekend to get that EF tornado, EF1 or EF0, I forget what it was, in Wilson County going right there in Stantonsburg. So it wasn't a long path length with that, wasn't very wide, but it did do some damage to some small number of homes there. So, as always, just keep it tuned here. We'll continue to keep you updated with the threats as we go on through the afternoon hours today. Positive side, no threats for us to track for Thursday and Friday. So after we have some sunshine this morning, showers and thunderstorms get going for this afternoon, though. We'll still see temperatures, I think, into the upper 80s and near that 90-degree mark. Southwesterly winds eventually becoming northerly overnight tonight going into tomorrow. I think most of the rainfall is off the coast with by midnight, and then after that, we may clear out by 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, especially for some of the deeper inland spots. Would not be surprised if we do have some patchy fog that we're going to be dealing with, so keep that in mind overnight tonight. And then for the day tomorrow, just about as warm, so not really technically a cold front coming through, but definitely lower humidity levels around. We'll be looking for those winds out of the northwesterly direction, bringing that drier, cooler air in with it. Now, as far as where we topped out at yesterday, 91 degrees is where we hit. Now, notice, though, that's a little bit above average for this time of year. And as far as action is considered with the rainfall, didn't have any yesterday, and we are now running about an inch below normal for the month in New Bern. So keep that in mind. This is for New Bern that we're showing you the stats here for. And you can see not going to be anywhere near a record, but still mid-90s. We're going to be into the low 90s for today and tomorrow. So it is getting to that point of the year where it's not usual of having a lot of hot weather for us here in the east. And this is what we are tracking. We are tracking the cold front that's working its way across the mountains this morning. That front is going to be coming in here with the showers and storms scattered about heavy at times. And you'll notice some of those high mid-level clouds will start to work their way in here by early afternoon. So it's going to kind of be a race as far as the storms getting going, the sunshine quickly getting us up into the upper 80s before those clouds do move in from the west. Now, here's what happens, though. It is a persistent pattern that sets up as we go on in through the week here. And what I mean by that is that if you take a look at the jet stream here, we've got this broad trough that has carved itself out over the eastern United States here. In the meantime, this little short wave coming through, that's the one that's got the front that we're going to be dealing with for today. But notice this next one sitting back here, another pocket of cold air that's going to rotate through in the mean trough that's over the east here. And as a result, that is going to set the stage for more showers and thunderstorms for the weekend. Notice, though, once the initial trough goes by for today, we get more of a westerly flow. So, yeah, not really driving the cold air down, and as a result, we're bringing that warmth from out here in the central plains and pretty much bring it direct eastward. So that's why we don't see a much colder air mass coming our way for the second half of this week. Now, that changes, though, as we head on into the weekend. And what you will notice here is by Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, notice how that trough just remains here in the eastern portions of the United States, allowing that cooler air to make its way in here. And I think by Monday, with some cloud cover and rain around, we may be only looking at highs into the low 80s. So it's been a while since we have been that cool for us here in eastern Carolina. Here's how things play out as we go through the day today. Clouds from this morning make their way off the coast. Showers and thunderstorms get going by noontime shortly thereafter, and then we'll see that continue throughout the afternoon and evening hours today. Any one of these could have some heavy downpours and damaging wind gusts. And it's almost like Future Track is trying to kind of develop a little bit of action along the sea breeze front, Pender, Onslow, Jones, Craven County, and then some more action with the front itself further inland across Pitt, Greene, Lenoir, Martin, Bertie. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Here's the positive side, though. Most of the action is out of here. Like the clouds even are out of here by the time we hit midnight tonight. A little bit of patchy fog possible early tomorrow morning. Northerly wind bringing that drier, cooler air in with it. And we may see some fairly cumulus clouds pop up, but not anticipating much in the way of action either tomorrow or for Friday at that. Now, speaking of action, really not a whole lot going on in the tropics either. What you see here tracking into the Yucatan Peninsula, this is the remnants of Tropical Depression 7. That'll continue to track inland and potentially could get here in the Bay of Campeche and give some enhanced rainfall in for Houston, Corpus Christi, and South Texas. However, as we look out further into the Atlantic, this is starting to get a little bit better organized here. This potentially become Tropical Depression 7 and maybe even be upgraded to Gordon as we head on in through the next several days here. So that's something we'll have to watch. But you can definitely see the track of it. Yeah, not going to be a problem for us whatsoever. We've got the tropical upper tropospheric trough kind of tutted in here. And as a result, it's going to hit it and then basically recurve and not be a problem whatsoever. So here's how things shape up with your Storm Track 12 planning forecast. Near 90 degrees for the next couple days. Strong to possibly severe storms this afternoon. And then we will watch that next trough dig in here with the front coming in for Saturday. Kind of hangs around through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday as well, with that upper level trough remaining here in the east and that pocket of cold air continuing to help keep things unstable. We're going to be here. Tori's in for Skip as we go on through the day today. Alan Baca will also be in the Weather Center, and we'll continue to keep you updated throughout the afternoon hours as these storms do develop. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.